All right, a few days ago, I just had a conversation with one of my schoolmates. He was studying in the same school I studied, and as far as I can remember, right from day one, like when I joined it, I think, the prep school, I think he was there because he has seen me grow, I've seen him grow. He was more or less in the same church I was. So I know his brothers, sisters, his father, mother, everyone. He knows my parents, everyone. So we never had any bad memories, but we know each other. So it was a really pleasant surprise when he approached me, thanks to Facebook and YouTube and Google, where you can search other people. So he connected with me online, and I was like, "Oh wow, someone that you've grown up with." And to my surprise, he said, "Loy, I would like to take your service," and I was honestly honored because. Um, he's like my senior. He's someone you always look up to your seniors. So I was like, what happened? And he had been terminated from his company that he worked for years and years. And they just closed down the entire department, and they decided to just cherry pick one or two. And he was one of the casualties. In fact, he was one of the chief architects of the system that was created, and they booted him off because he was getting a slightly higher income than others. And he was very hurt, and he was very disillusioned, and he was not getting the response from the market. So he approached me. So I, obviously worked on his resume. I told him, this is what I charge. He said, no, it's totally fine. I'm not expecting free. You tell me what is your charge. I'll pay you for it. Just give me your best. I said, perfectly fine. And I'm very humbled as well as proud to say that, or proud and humbled to say that we not only succeeded in him getting a job, he managed to get a slightly higher job. See, the main reason he didn't want to leave UAE is because just, like these old timers like we are, he literally was like born and raised in Dubai. And even though he has an Indian passport, he didn't want to go back to India and restart all over again. At 50, it's very hard. It's hard for anyone. You go to any country, and if he goes back to India, he doesn't know anyone. Nobody knows him, and he was also, at that point with his children's education where they were just about to enter college. So he didn't want to disrupt their, the 10th, 11th, 12th in CBSE, that education. He didn't want to disrupt this. And plus, his wife was also working. He didn't want to destroy her career as well. And there were other investments and, loans and all that. Um, so I told him I'll do my best, and we really worked at it. And he managed to get a decent offer. You could say luck or whatever. He managed to get higher than what he was getting before, and he was very excited. And through the entire process, we were in touch. I was guiding him with whatever I felt was best for him. And best part is, after he got the job and after he was confirmed, the probationary period, his old company called him back because suddenly they realized that this architect that he built for them, the persons whom they thought could handle it, they couldn't handle it. And now they realized his value. And so they were offering him to come back at a higher position and high income. And he did consult me. He did, I was honored that he thought of asking me. I told him, see, listen, once they broke your trust, once they disrespected you, don't go back. Even if it's double the salary, don't go back, because if they did it once, they can do it again. And you'll kick yourself if you go back and then they dump you once again. Just don't do it. Let them pay the price. Let them get someone else. It doesn't matter, even if they're offering you double. But we need to play the game smart. Make sure that you inform this new management, especially your boss. He will, tell the rest of the management. Show him the communication and say, I want you to know that even though they have offered me double the salary, whatever, not double, means higher the salary and a better position, I'm not going back, because now my loyalty is towards to you, and you give me a chance and I will prove myself. So that will be a plus point for you. I told him, do that. He was slightly not comfortable because he's a nice guy. He doesn't believe in all these playing these political games, but I told him it's necessary. And so, well, he was happy. His company was not happy, and fine. So it was quite some time after we successfully completed that. And he has been in touch in the sense, hi, how are you? Or Happy New Year or whatever. So a few days ago, he just, casually sent me a message. And I was like, hey, nice getting in touch. And then I asked him, like, how things going on? I'm very curious to know how is life in Dubai, especially, in a place where you've been born and raised, and you literally saw Dubai grow from a desert to what it is today. So I casually asked him, I said, how is it going on in Dubai? And like, how is it being a father? How is it paying expenses, the bills? And then I said, remember school? So he said, Loy, uh, during our school days, our fees was 150 dirhams, 150. 150. And if you break it down, it was 90 dirhams. Huh? This is all UAE currency. 90 dirhams for the school per month. Okay. And 60 for the bus, the transportation to pick you and drop you. Okay. So it was around 150. My days, you're talking of nearly, man, 30, 35 years. Sheesh, I can't. I'm bloody become old, yeah. Okay, so it was that. So I said, what is it today? So he was like, come on, you're expecting it to be the same. I said, no, I know it's expensive. Just tell me how much. So he told me it's around 10,000. So I was like, okay, 10,000 a year. Okay. He's saying, boy, what are you smoking, man? So I was like, what? 10,000 a year, right? He's saying, Loy, I pay 10,000 a month. I was like, wait. Your just help me understand. Your kid is studying in college, in the college, or is your kid studying in school? That my kid is studying in school, and you're paying 10,000 per month for school. They said, yeah, 10,000 a month for school. He's saying, why are you surprised, man? He's saying, my starting, the cheapest was from 5,000 onwards. And from 5,000, it kept increasing every year. And that's what I pay. And I said, then I asked him, is the 10,000 like everything, like school, the food, the thing? He's saying, wait, what are you talking, man? He's like, now you need to pay me for consultation. He told me. I said, make me understand. He said, see, I could have put my children for any cheap school where the teachers are underpaid, where they'll get someone from India just come and rattle off some rubbish in the book and they'll not be bothered. And it's like the same quality of education that we studied. Or I could give them something that could really build their career in future. So I chose an international school where at least there are some standards. But sadly, even though they claim there are standards which the education is slightly better, it is overly priced. And then I was like, boss, are you aware that you're paying what once upon a time we used to think as the entire cost for an MBA or a degree, 3 years to 5 years, okay, like 3 years, at least 3 years in India, I'm talking of India, okay, or another 2 years of MBA in a decent college in India. I said, you're paying per year. Saying, yeah, I'm not shocked because I've been doing this for so many years. And then I also chimed in that I'm like, now if school is so expensive, college will be much more. He said, yes. He's saying, why do you think when I lost my job, I was so concerned? Because we have kept savings for them, for their college, each one. We've been saving month after month from the day we got married. And one chunk will go for one kid, other chunk will go for the other kid, for their college only. And then he's saying, on top of the college, you have transportation, you have their co-curricular activities, you have their extra tuitions, you have their, hobbies, you have their basic expenses. Today's kids are not like they'll sit at home and lock themselves. I don't want them to be glued to their smart device. So I make sure they do some kind of outdoor activity because Dubai, it's so bloody hot. You can't go out in the afternoon. So evenings, I keep them busy by going for some athletic program or some creative program or some extra learning skills which would help them in their future. And they're preparing for their college, which have to shell out extra. So I was like, seriously, I was like, fuck, man, then everything that you're earning, you're just spending on your children. I said, yeah, a major chunk of what I earn goes. Why do you think me and my wife both are working? Saying we have to not only finance their education, we also have to save for our old age. Maybe they will go take their wings and fly off. And then, I asked him about transportation, electricity, water. Like before, there was no toll, road toll. Now, it's like minimum. You have to spend 100 per day just for going up and down. Parking, the area where he's working, he has to spend a premium amount. Like if they don't pay per month, they have to pay $50 or something per hour. It's a very premium area. So he took on, for that also you have to pay extra. Then when he comes back to the building where he parks, he has to pay extra for that reserved parking space in the building. I just told him, man, don't get me wrong when I say this, but all it looks like is a bloody rat race. It's like you're earning to pay your bills, to survive in the country, and then you have to go back to work to pay your bills. Saying, yeah. He's saying, what to do? Saying, that's how our life is. We are just in that rat race. He's saying, I wish, he was not sarcastic when he said this. He said, Loy, I wish I could be like you, just, tattooed and sitting down, relaxing, and get up when you like, sleep when you like. He's saying, I watch your videos with envy, and I don't say this with disrespect. He's saying, I wish I could do my hobby. I have hobbies. I have interest. You think I wanted to be a corporate slave, sit in a, office, have a boss who I call yes sir, no sir, or my clients, yes or no sir, or the owner of the company. I don't want that. I have hobbies. I love photography. I am very good at photography. I've invested so much money, but I can't take that as a full time commercial setup, because if I do take it, I have to start from zero. And today, given the landscape where youngsters are ready to do it for free and you get AI, I don't know if I could survive. So I've not taken that. I had to sacrifice what I love to provide for those who I love. And I just listened to what he had to say. It's I look. I'm aware that not everyone is. I consider myself lucky. I wouldn't say talented. It's just luck. Right place, right time, right everything. Okay, but it's not without its hardships, its challenges. It's there's a different kind of stress that a salaried person has, that a businessman has. He has a different stress. A freelancer, different stress. So I was just thinking about all this, and then I shared it with my wife. And in a way, I'm lucky that my child has free education from the Thai government, and we don't have to spend much. And now, she's 6. She's now going to school. She finished her prep school. Tomorrow will be her first day. So I was just sharing and telling my wife, life is just like this rat race. We earn and we have to spend and earn and spend and earn, spend, save, and before you know it, we have already old. Like him and me, nearly in our 50s. Where did our childhood go? Where did the college days go? Where did the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, and now we are entering our 50s? Like, what the hell happened? And Dubai, as you talk about it, the cryptocurrency came and it became the crypto concept, and now AI is the new buzzword, and they are talking of making it like virtual reality life. It's just that me and my generation, as we're getting old and making way for the next one, each one will have their own challenges. And now you have this AI stress and pressure taking over routine jobs, a new wave of jobs coming where you have to know prompts, you know. And before you know it, the old timers, they will cling on to their jobs until one day it's time to say bye bye, and then you begin to wonder what's next. You know, so yeah, I honestly, after speaking to him, I just sat down and thought, like, wow, you really have to know what you want in life, what you're going to do with your life, what is important to you. because you have just this one life here. And before you know it, your children are already big. In fact, I'll make another video. I spoke to another guy. He also has his children, but he is the guy who worked in US and all that. I'll make a separate video of that. You can let me know if you're interested, because sometimes I forget. So you just comment down below. Yeah, let me know about that Indian guy in US. But all I can tell you through this video is, you know, most of us are in this rat race. We have to earn because we have expenses, because we have to spend. We have no choice. And then we have things that make us happy. And then we have to save. And then back to work. And we'll continue doing this until one day we can't work, or we can't earn, or we can't stand, or we can't sit, or health, or eyesight, or, you know, that's how life is, man. Um, Sometimes I wish, this is me, huh? I don't know about you. Sometimes I wish, I tell my wife, I wish we had like 10 million, $100 million. We just won it. Keep it in the bank, live a normal life, continue doing what I love doing, but nothing to worry about. That'd be perfect, right? I really envy those people like who created a business and sold it for millions and retired. Like MySpace, one guy was there, created this uh, business, sold it for billions, and now he's just retired. He's just hunting, fishing, investing in. He invested in few things like property. He gets rental property, and that's it. He's happy. There are so many. One bodybuilder, Gary Stridham, those days in the Mr. Olympia, Arnold's time, after Arnold's, he joined a competing company by WWE chairman Vince McMahon. He created, like the Olympia, he created a bodybuilding federation, and he got his millions. And he decided to move to Thailand, and he opened up a gym or something. He stayed retired here. Sometimes I wish, get like these millions and just keep it in the bank and lead a simple life, nothing to worry, and just do what I love. Thankfully, I'm doing what I love. Just that missing the millions. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below, man. Uh, because I guess we all have one life. We just want to make money and one day hopefully retire. And we all hope that we have enough money where we don't worry about anything. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Good, bad, ugly. Love to hear from you. This is me signing off. All right. You guys take care. Ciao.